Welcome back, friends. So today in this session, we are going to deal with the further part of the leveling. Myself, Assistant Professor Nitish Mohite. Okay. So in the today's session, we are going to see the adjustments of level. Okay. So basically, there are two types of adjustment. One is temporary adjustment, and second one is the permanent adjustments. So we'll see one by one. So temporary adjustments of a level. So what do you mean by temporary adjustments of a level? So these adjustments are performed at every setup of instrument. Okay. So whenever the instrument is been shifted from one place to another, so in such a case, the temporary adjustments are been done before taking the staff readings. Okay. So these readings are called as temporary adjustments. So what are the temporary adjustments? So first of all, you are supposed to select a suitable position from where the maximum points can be covered, that is of the staff readings can be visible. So at such a place you are supposed to keep the level. Second, that is setting or fixing up of level over the tripod stand, okay, with the help of wing nut. Next one is the approximate leveling by legs of tripod stand. Next one is perfect leveling by foot screws, focusing of the eyepiece, then focusing of the object glass, and taking the staff readings. Okay, so we'll see one by one. So basically, first of all, so these are the points. Suppose they are being marked over here on the ground of which I am supposed to take the RLs. So this I am taking the reference as a benchmark. Okay. Then here is my first point at the corner. Then this is the first point. Then on the first step of the garden, here it is second point. So which is at somewhat higher elevation as compared to that point. Then here it is the third point. Okay. Then fourth point is near to the strength of materials or testing material laboratory. Fourth point. Fifth point is just beyond the wall. Okay. Sixth point is the circular pole. Okay. And seventh point is at the first step. Okay. So suppose I am interested in knowing the said RLs of these points of the ground. Okay. So what is the first step? Correspondingly, I am going to select a suitable position from where my all the points, this all 7 points are being visible. Okay. That is selection of position where I am going to keep my said instrument. Okay, so here you can see, so there is my first point, that is the benchmark. This is the first point at the corner. Okay, second point I have marked it here. Okay, here it is second point. Third point is on the right hand side here, corner. Okay, then fourth point is here. Okay, fifth point is on the back side of this column, and sixth and seventh are just back side to that points. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to do the selection of the position of the instrument where I'm going to keep my level instrument. Okay, so next is what, setting or fixing up the level over the tripod stand. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to open the correspondingly screws of the foot screws, and by keeping the leg at the iron shoes, that I'm going to open it equally on all the sides. Okay, so you can see how you are supposed to open it. Okay, on a fairly level ground, I'm going to keep the all the toes of the said tripod stand, and at a suitable height which I'm suitable to keep the instrument, I'm going to adjust it and tight all the screws. Okay, so make it confirm. Then well apart, I'm going to spread. So basically the three legs should be kept in such a manner. Okay, so they are been firm in the ground. Okay, so these are, so now after selection of the suitable position, okay, so I am take the instrument, and with the help of the wing nut which is at the below, so with the help of that, I'm going to fix it, the instrument over the tripod stand, and make it confirm it doesn't move from the tripod stand. Okay, so wing nut is just below it. So with the help of that, I'm going to just tight it. Okay, that is the bottom part, which we called as the leveling head. Okay, trivet. Okay, so after fixing the, so I have selected the position from which I am going to take the maximum number of points. Okay, the next is approximate leveling by legs of tripod stand. Okay, approximate leveling of the tripod stand. So now, so here you can see, after fixing the instrument, so these are the components. I'll revise. So this is the trivet, these are the foot screws, these are tri bars. So this entire part makes us the leveling head. Okay, this is the eyepiece, this is the focusing screw, and this is the object glass. Okay, and this is the longitudinal bubble tube. Okay, so which is used for leveling purpose, and this focusing is for clearing the object. Okay, so this is the bubble tube. Okay, which is just above the telescope. Okay, so now first of all, I will check whether all the foot screws are at the center of its run or not. Okay, so when they are at equal height, okay, then what I'm going to do? Okay, so correspondingly, first of all, with the help of tripod stand, okay, I'm going to bring the bubble, okay, by moving the third leg inside outside, and by keeping the two legs firm in the ground and moving the third leg, you can see, by keeping the two legs firm in the ground, okay, and moving the third leg in clockwise anti-clockwise direction inside outside, I'm going to bring the bubble at the center of its run approximately. Okay, so when it comes approximately at the center, okay, so you can see here there is movement of the bubble as I'm moving the leg. So when it comes approximately at the center, I'm going to stop the movement of the tripod leg, and first of all, after doing the adjustment through the said tripod stand, I am going to do the perfect leveling. Okay, so correspondingly, Leveling means correspondingly here. So as I told you, first of all, I'm going to do the leveling operation with the help of tripod stand. So leveling is done further with the help of the foot screws. So the purpose of leveling is to make vertical axis truly vertical. So it is done with the help of foot screws. So in this, first of all, I'm going to place the telescope parallel to the pair of foot screws. Then hold the foot screws between the thumb and first finger and turn them either inward or outward, that is clockwise or anti-clockwise, until the longitudinal bubble comes in the center. And then by turning the telescope through 90 degree, so that it lies parallel to the third foot screw, turn the screw until the bubble comes in the center. Okay, so first of all, I will show you the sketch. Okay, so here is the longitudinal bubble tube. Likewise, it is going to move. And this is dealing with the case of either when you are going to deal with the dumpy level or said theodolite. This circular bubble tube is present in case of auto level or total session. Okay, so as I mentioned it before, so first of all, this is the foot screw. These are the three foot screws A, B, and C. So first of all, I'm going to keep my longitudinal bubble tube parallel to the two foot screws. Move these two foot screws A and B simultaneously in clockwise or in anti-clockwise direction. Okay, and bring the bubble at the center perfectly. Then just move the telescope. Okay, so in this case, now the telescope is in this manner. Okay, so here is my eyepiece like this, and here is my object glass. Okay, further here it is the object glass. Now what I'm going to do, so here is correspondingly I'm going to turn in 90 degree. Okay, so it will just make it perpendicular. Okay, so like this it will be my, just a minute. Yes. Okay, so I'm going to turn it. So like this, here will be my eyepiece, this will be my object glass. Further, so make use of the remaining third foot screw and rotate in clockwise or anti-clockwise direction unless and until the bubble comes at the center of its run. Exactly. Okay. So how is that? I will show you it. Okay. So here you can see I keep the bubble tube correspondingly parallel to the two foot screws and moving the two foot screws simultaneously in clockwise or in anti-clockwise direction. Okay. So after, as I told you, tripods adjustment. Okay. Here you can see. Okay. So by keeping the telescope plate bubble to longitudinal bubble to parallel to foot screws, I am going to move this two foot screws inside outside, that is clockwise anti-clockwise. Bring the bubble at the center, then make it perpendicular to the first two foot screws, and just rotate the remaining third foot screw and bring the bubble at the center of its run. Okay. So you are going to carry out this procedure unless and until the bubble comes at the center of its run exactly. Okay. And after this, just give a jerk and check at any of the position other than this parallel and perpendicular position, the bubble remains at the said our at the center only. Okay. So it should not be a case that whenever the telescope is going to be other than in parallel and perpendicular position, it might be a case that the telescope will be in this manner, in this direction, or it might be in this direction also. So in each of these case, the bubble should remain at the center. Okay, so till then you are going to bring the bubble at the center. Okay, so first keep parallel to the two foot screws, then rotate first two foot screws, bring the bubble at the center of its run exactly, then keep the shade bubble tube parallel to the two foot screws and rotate the remaining third foot screw and bring the ball at the center of its run. Okay, in this case, you can listen carefully. We are leveling. Okay, so in this case, telescope and bubble tube are parallel to each other. But in the case of theodolite, okay, you should know one case, okay, that the telescope is perpendicular to the bubble tube. Okay, so I'm making purposefully the word keep said either telescope in this case or bubble tube parallel to the foot screws, okay, and perpendicular. So after bringing the bubble at the center of the run, okay, that is perfect leveling by foot screws. Next, what you are going to do, you are going to focusing the eyepiece. So to focus the eyepiece, I am going to hold a white paper, a piece of white paper, or you can just hold correspondingly a page or a notebook in front of the object glass and move the eyepiece in or out, that is in clockwise or in anti-clockwise direction till the crosshairs are distinctly seen. So crosshairs are like this, okay, which are there available. Okay, so this is the entire object glass on which correspondingly you can, after bisecting the leveling stuff, you are going to see this. Okay, so for adjusting this, clearing out this said eyepiece in order to see the crosshairs, okay, you are going to rotate. Just a minute, I'll show you. Okay, so what you are going to do, you are going to rotate this eyepiece in clockwise or in anti-clockwise direction, so that whatever the crosshairs are, they are clear. Okay, this eyepiece. Then after making focusing the eyepiece, you are going to focus the object glass. So in this case, what you are going to do, so you are going to direct the telescope to the leveling staff, and on looking through the telescope, turn the focusing screw till the image appears clear and sharp. Okay, so now after doing all the temporary adjustment, that is leveling, okay, now you are going to focus it over the staff. Okay, so this is my first point, of which I have taken the benchmark as a reference. So you can see the person is standing correspondingly perfectly vertical, and with the help of the focusing screw, okay, I'm going to focus it and take the staff reading. Okay, so whatever the staff reading is there, I'm going to note it down and enter it in the observation table. So this is the observation table, okay, so which we call as RL recording sheet. So bench station is here correspondingly first. Okay, so whatever is the reading we have discussed, so first reading is taken on the benchmark. Whatever is reading, I'm going to enter it here, and the remark will be temporary benchmark TBM. Whatever is the reading, I'm going to note it down. First reading is taken always as backside reading. Okay, then this person from the benchmark will move to the next point. Okay, so you can see here he's writing the reading. Okay, so then he will come to the first point. Okay, so this is my first point, of which I have taken the reading. Okay, so again I am going to focus it. Okay, with the help of focusing screw, direct the telescope towards the said leveling staff and focus it and take down the staff reading. Okay, and enter it. Again focus the second, so this is the second point, of which I'm going to take the reading. Okay, then note it down in the observation table. Then this is the third point. Okay, so here we have taken the third point. Okay, so again by just direct the telescope towards the said leveling staff and focus it and take down the reading and note down in the observation table. So this is the fourth point, of which I am taken. But the thing is that Correspondingly, fifth point, we have known that the point was been marked just beyond it. Okay. Show it here. Okay. So first point, I have taken the benchmark staff reading. Here, first staff reading I have taken. Then correspondingly, second staff reading I have taken it here. Then third here. Okay. Fourth there. Okay. But the fifth point is just beyond this. Okay. From where the instrument I have set up. Okay. So from which that point, so which is just beyond this wall. Okay. So which is not visible to me. So in that case, what I'm going to do, I'm going to take the change point. Okay. So before shifting of my instrument, okay, so before shifting of my instrument, so whatever the readings I have taken of the benchmark, so I am going to write it at backside. So whatever is the reading of the first station point, I'm going to enter it in the IS, then second point in the IS, third point in the IS, because they are lying between backside and foresight. Okay. So now the reading of the fourth, I am going to enter it in the FS. Why? Because the further fifth point is not visible to me. Okay. So correspondingly, I have entered in the foresight reading. Okay. And that is the closing point from that particular position from which these points were been visible. That is temporary benchmark, first, second, third, and fourth. Now I am going to shift the instrument, but the staff position is going to remain intact same. That is at the fourth point. Okay, so now shift the instrument and keep the instrument at such a position from where this fourth point, that fifth, sixth, and last point, seventh, are being visible. Okay, so I am keeping it here and checking from which whether all the points are being visible or not. Okay, so there is my fourth point. Okay, so now it just, that is the fourth, this is the fifth point, here is the sixth point. Okay, and here is my seventh point. Okay, so this point I am going to select, that is the suitable position from which again I can take the said staff reading. Okay, so this concept is known as change point. Okay, so after taking the change point, okay, I am going to take the, I am going to do all the again leveling operation, that is with the help of say tripod leg. I'm going to say do the adjustment, that's bring the bubble at the center of its run. Okay, then make the say telescope or bubble tube parallel to the two put screws, then make it perpendicular and bring the bubble at the center of its run. Okay, so after doing the leveling operation, okay, what I'm going to do, so now here you can see bubble is at the center. So now again I'm going to bisect towards the fourth point and take down the staff reading. So this is my new position from which I am going to start my work, leveling work. Okay, so again directing the telescope towards this telescope leveling staff, I am going to take the staff reading and note it down. Okay, so now in the case of the change point of the same station, I am going to enter that reading in the back side. So before shifting the instrument, I have entered the reading in the foresight, and after shifting the instrument, I'm going to take the backside reading. Okay, so I'm going to enter it in the backside of the same station point. Okay, then further the readings of the fifth point, I'm going to take it, enter it in the observation table, that is in the IS. Next of the sixth point. Okay, and that of the last point, seventh point. Okay, so this was correspondingly readings which were been taken. Okay, so this is the field procedure. Okay, and correspondingly readings that are been taken, that are been entered in the observation table. So next part is of calculation that we are going to discuss in the further session. Okay. So like, share and subscribe to my channel. Okay. And do watch the further video in order to get the concept clear of how to calculate the RLs by collimation plane method, or which is known as HI method, height of instrument, and second method is rise and fall method. Okay. Thank you.